Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today is about your powerful October energy. You have all the power, focus, and support that you're going to need, and your guides are going to help you. So, what do they want you to know? These will kind of be like little calibrations and adjustments, things to look out for, ways to gain your inner balance, peace, refocus, really get rid of all the dead wood. I mean, so many things pull us in so many directions these days. And I, for one, know that I have to stop and do things, systematically, one, two, three. Like, I'll give you an example. Today I was going to make this kind of complicated, lengthy dinner, but this sink was filled with dishes. The were all full. The cat dishes were all empty. So, like, everything needed tended to at once when I woke up and I looked around, and I overwhelmed myself, and I was like, how am I even going to be able to begin this? There's no room for anything. I started to feel cluttered, and then I was like, take one breath at a time. Make this like a fun ritual. Play music, engage Hagen and some other people to pitch in, put on some funny shows while you're peeling potatoes and doing the food, and it ended up being very nice because I just stopped and I realized when I have focus on how to do something and make it pleasant instead of a chore, that puts the power back in my hands. And then I asked for support as well, and then things just glided along really smoothly. And it was, funnily enough, the thing I was least looking forward to the entire day ended up being one of my favorite things. You see what I mean? Like, we will start to label and stamp something as unpleasant, and we'll make it that way. But when we focus and decide that we're going to make that chore be fun, and it's no longer a chore, it's going to be an event, and we're going to bring other people in, and we're going to have a good time doing it, it changes everything. So it really surprised me, and that was one of the things that my guide showed me and stopped me and said, you love preparing food when you make it like an event. Don't make it a chore. Don't have it be cluttered. Do the dishes first. Clear all the space. Put on like Parks and Recreation, which you love, so you can laugh while you're doing the little chopping and bits, and talk to Hagen and make it fun. And that's what ended up actually being a really nice time. Again, my least thing that I was looking forward to ended up being the best part of my day. So we can always switch things around and regain our focus and power, right? And that's what my guides were telling me too. So we have 3 cards to choose from. Number 1 is divination. Number 2 is celebration. And number 3 is come together. So I'll let you look at those images and make a choice. Again, these are the beautiful, beautiful Karen K Oracle of the Fairies guidebook. I just got in these cards. They were just released on the 1st, and I love anything to do with fairies, and I did a little research and I was like, oh, this is perfect and spot on. So we are going to begin with divination. Now, this is about embracing your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Anybody does. If we stop and we get a healthy kind of detachment, we get a higher perspective, a bird's eye view, things get much more manageable. Things seem much more solvable. All right. So this is about slowing down and breaking it down into bite-sized pieces and having a healthy sort of outlook on things, and you're going to see things clearly because you're not going to be enmeshed or immersed in any kind of turmoil. It's simply like an observant type of energy, right? So the fairy wants to remind you that you can use divination to help you through challenging circumstances. Your energy is strong at this time, and you have the ability to see things that others may not. Perhaps someone close to you would benefit from your spiritual gifts. Maybe somebody's having a rough time, and you can slow down and really kind of circumnavigate what some of the aspects are in their life right now and really help them out. Because sometimes it just takes that one calm, soul in a turbulent sea to help a lot of people. So really, I feel like your divination is really strong. So anything can be used for divination purposes. Cards, crystals, balls, flames. I love using flames. I always use fire. I feel like so purifying. I'm asking you to try this as well because it's so helpful. I was guided to do this. One of my best forms of divination and calming aspects is fire. I just light a candle and I gaze into the flame. Candle gazing is so relaxing. It slows our heartbeat. It lowers our blood pressure. It really helps us have like precise focus on what's going on. So really start looking up a few people maybe on YouTube too that use different things. I just started using a pendulum about 6 months ago. I love that. And I feel like it's a serious spiritual practice. It isn't something to be dabbled with for amusement either. You might experience visions or come to know things and how to handle it delicately and with empathy. And you can also give readings to friends and families once you understand this. So I feel like, you're going to devise your own spiritual technique, and that's going to be helpful for you. So ask your guides and spirit guides how to help you out with this, because I definitely feel like that is something that's sort of in the works for you that you have. And I had this too. Like when I was younger, I was always have these pops and hints at stuff, and I could always kind of like see through the fog in a lot of ways. I just thought I had high emotional intelligence and that I was observant. But the more I tapped into that, the more I realized that I had a lot of latent talents that were yet to be practiced and brought about. So that's probably something that's going on for you right now as well. So right now too, you have a blessing to bring prosperity. So your angels and guides are leading you towards a more prosperous future and road. I feel like a lot of you are maybe struggling sort of paycheck to paycheck, or you're like, you have bills coming up, you're looking forward to Christmas, decorating for Halloween, and you're just like, you just are feeling some of that lack mentality, just wondering, you'd like a larger like a largesse, like a windfall. Maybe some money could help out. So start to envision that. Start to thank your angels and guides for creating this prosperity that's coming your way. Act as if it's already there, arriving at your doorstep. I do that all the time. I imagine checks flowing my door. I imagine my PayPal dinging. I imagine all this stuff that brings an influx of money, and I start that power and momentum behind it and get a clear vision of what it looks like and actually write down numbers. I definitely would prescribe that to you as well, because it is a helpful manifest. So let's see what else is going on. You also have friendship, which is fairies and humans alike need friends. So now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dream. So really keep your beacon and radar open for like-minded tribes people, right? You'll see them, you'll meet them on campus, at work, whatever. Sometimes there's just this lovely energetic exchange through a smile or a look, and you can really get a feel for somebody. And you know what? Just because you ask somebody out to have a cup of coffee or hang out and have a conversation doesn't mean you have to be lifelong devotees. It's feeling out the energy and the potential of friendship, okay? But again, we need to get our faces out of our phones, look up, see who's around us, and make those connections. This is also about magnifying and enhancing the friendships you already have. If you have that friend that you haven't dropped a note to in a while, maybe text, get in touch with them on social media and go, I was just thinking about you. How's it going? If they're nearby, make plans. Sometimes, a week will turn into a month, will turn into a year, so on and so forth, right? We all know how time can escape, but really believe in the magic. Open your eyes to see the magic that's all around you in everything, in nature, in all kinds of divining mechanisms. Sometimes the simple use of natural elements is nice, like driftwood I absolutely love. Again, fire, anything elemental, water, all of that reflective surfaces, scrying, all of that. Really look into that, because I feel like you have the potential to enhance all those natural gifts that you have. So beautiful energy, group one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Next, we're on to celebration. So this is about getting ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. So I feel like the Halloween season and all these fun things coming up, that there'll be some invitations for you to participate in fun social gatherings. Say yes. The power of yes is so wonderful, because it opens up all these opportunities, doors, connections, and you never know what's going to come about. And we really, I'm feeling right now that your guides really want you to have some fun adventures and to get out of this rut, because every once in a while that kind of like sting of loneliness, sting of isolation, sting of boredom, and doing the same things over and over, trying to be in that comfort zone, thinking it's providing comfort, but it's not. It will actually, that stagnancy will create boredom, and it will create a lethargy, and you will feel less and less inclined to say yes. So start baby steps, doing little things. Go out to like a coffee shop, keep your head up, look around, feel that energy of people mixing and getting together, how that high vibration kind of lifts you, that social gathering, the connectivity. Because if we isolate too often, we can start to feel isolated. You also have, let's see what's going on. I want to pull you another card. Yay, a blessing on your boundaries. So I feel like a few of you too, your guides want you to know, just because people in the past have stepped over those boundaries and maybe, began a sense of entitlement or just assuming you would do things for them and then getting attitude when you don't. That's a sense of entitlement. What was happening in your graciousness, you were providing people with your time and your efforts. But what had happened is after we do something for a while, it becomes a habit. So then you were just basically handing over your time and your efforts to certain people, maybe family members, maybe you were just giving them money, maybe you were just giving them rides, friends, people you work with, and then all of a sudden it was just assumed that was your new task. You are not the taskmaster for other people, nor they you. These are gifts that you gave upon them. And for whatever reason, a person or two in your circle started to just have a sense of entitlement and figured you were going to do that constantly for them. And you need to start to set your boundaries, and you're going to have a blessing in that, and people are going to respect and listen to that. People are very respectful of the word no. Say it often and mean it. Stop saying yes, being people pleasing, because that not only can create a dangerous precedent of you giving away all your time, your energy, and power, it can run you down. It can leave you, it can leave you with a feeling of remorse, helpfulness, hopelessness, because you're starting to feel like you have very little free time for yourself. So this is definitely saying, don't allow for that, to really pull the brakes on that right now. And also, let's see what else is going on. Where are these? I'm going to pull you another fairy card. Oh, this is really sweet. I think this was in today's too. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think it was. Motivation is when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, then get busy and do it. So this is basically, if you have a project you're thinking of, if you're thinking of starting anything, a vlog, blog, an artistic endeavor, going on a journey, please start to plan. I see, it's funny, I'm seeing Venice, I'm seeing Maldives, I'm seeing all these areas around the world. Start that envisionment process. Start to pin pictures of these. Start to get the feeling of travel. Start to get your passport in order. Get stuff motivating in that direction. Again, I was talking about this morning. If you want to motivate for better health, get a great new pair of sneakers, put them by the front door. That'll motivate you. If you want to learn something, get a beautiful new crisp book on the subject and open it up. Anything that tempts you into moving that direction with your focus and will incline you to move towards that, definitely do it. Because I feel like a lot of you are on the precipice, of starting something, but you're hesitant. But you only need that one motivating factor, as well as a step in that direction to really see progress and get going, right? Because it's that blank page, right? For authors, it's like, oh, where to begin? Begin at the beginning. That's it. It's as simple as that. And you're going to do beautifully. And your angels and guides are there to help you as well. So beautiful energy group 2. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read or anything else, come see me on Instagram, Sparkwist11. I do daily posts and memes. It's so much fun and I really enjoy it. So beautiful, beautiful energy. So now we're on to number 3, which is come together. So fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps to get the job done. So a group of fairies has come to show you that working as part of a team can make any task feel fun, and the time will fly by. What's more, a team of happy humans can be super productive. Teamwork can also be very rewarding and help individual feel valued and uplifted. So we each have our own unique set of skills that we bring to the table, combining with the talents and abilities of others, and it can really form a mighty workforce for sure. Working together can be bonding and supportive as well, because you bring together this community that then creates something, right? Think of in a school, the school infrastructure, when we had a treasurer, we had a vice president, president, so on and so forth, right? It's the student body working together. Same thing as a community, in a church, whatever it is. If you have the time to join something, or you have a purpose and you really want to see this thing get lifted off the ground, recruit your friends, recruit members from your church, from your school, from around you. People really love to be of use. I mean, never ever underestimate how happy somebody is to be of use and be part of a team. It's a wonderful feeling. It's really, invigorating, the connectivity, you thrive, you create. It's wonderful. And, everybody feels included. And so reach for help if you need it. This is definitely what your guides are saying, that, I feel like you have a lot of great ideas, but you need to implement help. That's all. Ask people. People love to come together and do and help and do all this. So let's see what else. You also have a blessing of protection. I love this. So right now, if you feel that at any given time your energy is being harmed in some way, or somebody is like spell casting. And this is my belief system on spell casting and spells. I believe that spells only work insofar as the person that believes it's affecting them, right? As a distraction, whatever it is. I do believe that energy can get convoluted, and but if you don't participate in that and you dismiss it and you just picture like a beautiful silver triangle of light around you, you ask Archangel Michael for protection, you believe in that, and you ask for a blessing of protection, you are protected. Another thing is just not getting distracted by that, because where we put our energy focus, that's where the results are. If we think, something hazardous is always around the corner, you can create that energy. So you got to purify that by just releasing anything, expecting the best, expecting protection, because right now you do have a lovely blessing of protection. And I love that. And I always, when I get in my car, I ask for that. When I'm going to places, I go and I ask for that too. You also have the wish wisely. So use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dream come true. So I feel right now, all you have to do is pinpoint, very exacting. Look, that looks like cherry. Cool. So that's so cool. Oh my gosh. She should paint herself as this. Maybe I'll give it a whirl. So use your wishes wisely. This is saying really pinpoint and focus in on what's most important to you right now. What are you really wishing for? What could shift and really catapult you into the stratosphere in terms of what you want the most? And go about making it happen in simple steps. I always write down what's really important to me. Also, when I'm showing my list of gratitude, I write it right down. I say it out loud. I keep looking at it. It's a reminder. It's a focal point. It's a galvanizer. It's someone who moves. It's something that moves and propels you in the right direction. We can dream as much as we want about something, but we actually have to take active steps towards it to conceive the idea, then put it into practice, right? I also feel right now too, your angels want you to know now is a time for you to give and receive a lot of healing energy. I feel like everyone has a natural ability, and that's one of your natural abilities, that you have a lot of natural healing about you. So if you can be around people that need your strength, that would be wonderful. I think that, you already realize you have this kind of a gift, but it'll be showing more and more. And it's all about, generating good energy, feelings, and love towards other people. That's very healing, right? And also I feel like you're onto a precipice of some new beginnings. Joyous, really wonderful news is going to be on the way. I feel like a new baby, the birth of a great idea. Something is right around the corner, and when you hear it, you're going to be like, I knew it. You feel that lovely tingle of anticipation and excitement, and that's really great news. So I love that energy for you, Group 3. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Seriously, guys, all we have to do is ask for protection, love, and guidance, and it's always available to us, 100%. So love and light.